Why men who know their worth drive modern women crazy. Drive them nuts, bonkers, doolally.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that before.
I don't know what it means, but it's impressive.
Don't kill me for this, but women hate for a man to know his worth.
Yeah.
I said it, yeah. We don't like that shit. Nigga come around thinking he know his worth. Oh, he too good for this, he too good for that. A man that know his worth ain't gonna let us play with him. And I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like that.
Insecure?
Of course you wouldn't. Of course many women wouldn't. You see, and that's why a lot of men are being called sassy now, because a lot of men are defining and stating their worth. They're knowing their worth. A lot of women don't like it.
No one cares.
A lot of women do like men to be docile and just like, to some degree, sex mad because she can control you through sex, through your knob.
That's sexy, yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy for women to do. But if you're a very focused, put together, controlled man,
No, it's too much.
a man who may enjoy the woman but does not need her. Yeah, that's too much power. No, that's too much power for you as a man. How dare you as a man, in this world of independent women, be so powerful and bold? How dare you have a backbone and not be some jelly backbone bastard?
Supportive. Remember, happy wife equals happy life.
Death?
Types of guys to avoid if you want to love.
Nobody will date a girl with a kid.
Damn, that's sad.
And then I vented to another guy about the person who said that. And then he told me, no, that's not true. But a man doesn't want to date a girl who's slept with a lot of guys.
Damn, that's true.
2 for 2.
Sad young woman in tears. Single mother, being told by 2 different men that, you passed, doesn't matter. It's catching up to you, probably has. Caught up to you. But I mean, have you noticed? It does bother women when men have standards. It's like for all the power women claim to have, just simple men, you as a man, having standards as to what you want from a woman you're going to date or be with, that bothers the hell out of a lot of women.
Very sassy.
More than it should. It's like they can have demands, but no, you have to be just be a doormat. Just be a decent doormat. Probably have money, probably look good, probably a bit of both. But as a man, just be a doormat to me. Yeah? Stop thinking. What do you think? You're a man that thinks. Oh, the ick. He thinks. Oh my God, he thinks. The ick. Yeah? I'm just saying.
Can somebody please explain to me how casual dating works? Because I am either absolutely obsessed with them or not interested at all.
Wing it, pretend, fake it till you make it. A lot of modern dating is about faking it. A lot of people are faking the supposed loving relationships they're in. Some people are in actual genuine loving relationships, but a lot of people are faking it.
To this day!
Some people just hate being single or are afraid of not having anyone. They'd rather be in something crappy than to be single. No, f that. I'd rather be single with a peace of mind than to be strapped to some crazy, self-destructive Oppenheimer bomb-level woman. Yeah, I'm just saying. It's like every day with her, you're getting beaten up like those dudes got beaten up by that doc.
Air though, back to her feet. Oh! Throw it
Yeah? Riverside beatdown.
to her feet. Oh!
Alabama Slammers. Damn, wow.
To her feet. Oh!
Man, I was gonna go ahead and settle down with one girl, but then I got a haircut and said, fuck that. These hoes need me, you hear me?
That's very bold. It's a very bold statement as a man to say these hoes need me. So I've got to be in these streets, I look too good to just be for one woman.
Fuck that. These hoes need me, you hear me?
Now, that's not good. I'm not condoning it. Not condoning it at all. However,
These hoes need me, you hear me?
this is a man with a fresh cut. Some women would say he's being sassy because obviously he's feeling himself too much.
I don't need a man.
Yeah, whatever. But this man appreciates himself, knows his worth and value to these women or these garden tools, if you will. So from his perspective, he's like, no, I'm out here. Let them have their fun. There's enough of me to go around. Not condoning it, but I'm just saying it's from one perspective, a man that knows his worth.
I got a haircut and said, fuck that. These hoes need me, you hear me?
That sounds arrogant, but it's sort of correct.
I witnessed this girl earlier this week approach a man with the most confidence I have ever seen. She went up to him and she said, "Hey, I need to know your name, and I think that you think you need to know my name too."
Interesting. Yeah, a woman with some ovaries. Yeah, a woman with some big ass ovaries, yeah. There's some big female bollocks. Yeah, go on, woman. Bold enough to walk up to a man that may know his worth.
These hoes need me, you hear me?
He probably doesn't, he's probably just shy. And tell him his worth. and then try get his drawers. What a lovely woman. It's just a bold woman. It's a bold woman. As a man that knows your worth, expect women to approach you and expect to reject them if you have to.
They hit it off. They exchanged numbers. It worked beautifully. And I was honestly like, that's confidence goals right there. And I'm just going to like put that little pickup line in my back pocket for later.
Yeah, it shows a lack of creativity on your part, woman. But okay, I can rob from another chick. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least you learned, as a woman, as a modern woman, you can approach a man as well. Yeah, get some adrenaline in them ovaries.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And now our economy is fueled by girl power?
75% of discretionary spending will be done by women by 2028. It's a good and bad thing. Let me talk about it. The purchasing power of women is increasing. The previous creator was making a really interesting observation by talking about like the Barbie movie and Taylor Swift and how supposedly these are actually really, really improving the economy right now, which that is great for us women. It's almost like a philanthropic thing where it's like we're watching our interests actually change the world, which is a lot of fun. But the issue is that it actually opens us up to a lot of exploitation as well.
How?
Because if the nation's success is dependent on the spending of women in the future, like we're seeing with these statistics, that's not great. Because the glass ceiling still exists. It didn't go anywhere. And only 5% of C-level roles are held by women of color. And still to this day, globally, 89% of the household chores is still done by the woman.
Okay, let me stop her there. Everything she's saying is amazing. That's amazing. Wow. Women getting stronger. Wow. By 2030, a lot more women will be in positions of power. And a lot of them will be single as well. I mean, that coincides with another article, doesn't it? My point is, women complaining about having to still do household chores. Who did they think would start doing them once they became independent? I'm not saying any of it's good, not saying women, should be slaves in the kitchen to men. That's not my point. My point is, did women think that they'd be able to go to work and come back to their houses, even with no kids or men, and the house would magically be clean, be fixed up? You see, the good thing is a lot of women are getting more power. That's great. But a lot of them didn't seem to understand. Like Uncle Ben said.
These hoes need me, you hear me?
Not that Uncle Ben, but like he said.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. These lovely modern women. They seem to want to grasp the growing power that they have, but seem to hate the responsibility that comes with it. It's like, no, that's part of it. You got to indulge in it.
So let me get this straight. We're supposed to be buying everything now for the success of our economy, but also still doing all of the house chores and still working, but not making enough as men.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of women make more than a lot of men nowadays, but okay.
Which is just crazy. So sometimes with my content, it may look like I'm just like a girl that's complaining about work who like just doesn't want to work, right? But
yeah, I mean, a lot of women are complaining about work nowadays. I mean, a lot of people in general are complaining about work, but I mean, a lot of women are complaining about this independence that they fought for. It's like, I didn't want it so much. No, woman, no, it's yours. It's all yours, have it.
That's not actually what I'm talking about. I'm giving financial advice because what I'm talking about is your earned income, which is still a part of your finances. Okay. That's why I think getting really clear about your career, your work-life balance, your stress is so important. Staying awake to all the corporate gimmicks that can keep you like in this machine to keep wasting your time is just so important for women because nobody's going to tell us to do less. No one. There's absolutely no one in this capitalist machine that we have running here that's going to be like, hey girl, you've been doing the most. Why don't you chill out for a second? No one's...
no offense to this woman, but it does sound like she's complaining. She's been given so much and she can't handle it and she just wants to complain about the power she has. No, embrace it. It's good.
I'm going to do that. And not even just looking at like the popular iconic things that are happening right now, like Taylor Swift and the Barbie movie and stuff like that. There is so much pressure on women to keep up with a 52-week fashion season. The stuff that I bought last summer looks horrible compared to the fashion and the beauty standards that we're supposed to be meeting this summer. So it's like, how the heck am I supposed to keep up with even that?
Why are women struggling to look good, be good, have good, in a world so open to them? Because if you notice, they're struggling with everything, including the men that know how valuable they are. Have a nice day.
These hoes need me, you hear me?